agenda for the field visit in Portugal, that she will be with us in Portugal. We will have a follow-up overview and follow-up of your courses on Wednesday, the 24th of July in Lisbon. But firstly, let us look back a little bit on our field visit in Slovenia, which happened from the 21st to the 25th of August in 2023. As you all remember, the aim was to present the basics of the flipped classroom approach, other blended learning methods as well, to present to you good practice examples from not only from FTPO, but from all the team members of the PolyFlip project. I have also been in contact with the members, and they also wanted me to let you know that they are thinking of you, and they also have a willingness to cooperate furthermore with you and within the 3EE project. So from Alessandra, from Marcus, from Thomas, also I have to say hi. We also then went into the e-learning tools and presented some e-learning tools that you can use to enhance the motivation of your students and to the quality of your flipped classroom courses. And then, of course, before you started the field visit and within the field visit, you also worked on your flipped classroom courses. We will probably go with Nua then afterwards through the storyboard and the follow-up on Moodle and how things are going there. But I have to say we were all so impressed by what you did in that week. And I'm also very happy to hear with your presentations today. And I'm looking forward to your presentations in Portugal and then later on, that we have so many different fields of study where you are working on your flipped classroom approach courses. At Polyflip, if you remember, we focused on engineering, but you are here from all kinds of fields, from biology to computer science, marketing, humanistics, engineering courses. And I think this is a very important thing. This was also the aim when we started the project, because if you want to transfer your good practice examples, it is always good that we have good practice examples in all different fields of study, so that the implementation then at your university will be even better. The topics covered were blended learning systems, so that you know that how the flipped classroom approach fits into all of the different blended learning systems. Also the importance of a learning management system, of a learning path. Then, of course, we went a little bit deeper into the flipped classroom method, and of course, presenting also practically the different e-learning tools available. I had to put on some pictures because, as I said, I am so happy that the training went so well, and that we got to know each other, and that we also had some great B program activities in nature, and also that our municipality greeted you, and that we really, I think, had a successful time. Now, regarding the follow-up of the first study visit. So you got not all, but a lot of information and tools that you can still use. So the Polyflip course, all the links that Lut sent you, if anything is not working, she also told me that you should give information, or if you want a summary, that we send them to you again. You also still have the YouTube channels with videos of all the tools. And the homework, of course, was already there to start building your own FCA courses, which you presented on the last day. Now to a little bit touch on the second study field visit, I'm sorry, in Lisbon, so European field visit. The aim here for the field visit is that on Wednesday, with your mentor, Lut, that will be present, as I said, you present your flipped classroom approach concepts, but not only concepts, already your courses. And of course, Lut will give you individual feedback on your courses. So she told me to tell you that the presentation should be not shorter than 5 minutes and not longer than 10 minutes, and that you should present, if possible, already in Moodle. So what you have done in Moodle, um, regarding, and then of course to um, present the aim of the course, your target group, the structure. I propose, Nua, that at the steering committee today, we talk about how to give information to the participants in Lisbon exactly so that you will know what is expected from you and what your presentation should include. Of course, as I said, this should be done, if possible, in Moodle in your learning. So the learning path in Moodle. Then after in the afternoon, on Wednesday, the 24th of July, after all the presentations, the idea is that we will do individual work and peer learning in groups. This was Lutz, of course, has done this not only in the Polyflip project with us, but also in other at other universities. And I think this is a very good method because this is how you share information and get feedback from your peers, hopefully maybe even within the same topics. So we will try to organize the group so that the, for example, the professors doing their courses in marketing will give feedback to each other, and then in engineering together. I think this is a very good exercise. And of course, Lut will be with you, and also I will be with you in Lisbon, and we will be monitoring, not mentoring this discussion and give you any answers that you need to your open questions. So again, the course content. So what is the content of the Moodle learning path that you have developed? The introductory video that we already taped at in Slovenia can be, of course, and should be embedded. And then the introduction of the lesson content and the objectives, which is very important. And then also whether you included any forums, evaluations, um, how you are adding users, do you have any quizzes, tests, and so on. Again, I would like to point out that the Moodle course of the Polyflip project is still, of course, online. And for any ideas, I would recommend that maybe you go back and see all the different not tools but methods that are used there in order for the students to still not lose the motivation within it, how to make it more attractive, and to also maybe test the tools that you can use in the future. If you would like to, Lut will be very happy if you share your Moodle courses with her. So to add her as a student. I will, of course, share this slides with you. I will share the link now in chat, and then you will get it also after this training. So if you want, this is her email address. And if you add her as a student, she can check your courses even before the training in Lisbon. This is not compulsory, but it is compulsory, or it is a wish that you show again your Moodle course in Lisbon at the presentations. Everyone that is participating in Lisbon should show their Moodle course. You, as I said, have still the opportunity to use the Canva presentations presented by Lut, where you have everything that was taught in Slovenia and before even at the first home training. You still have the YouTube tutorials and the Polyflip webpage and the Polyflip course. If you have any questions, Lut will be very happy to answer them via email. And also Lester. If you remember, Lut is more answering questions regarding the method, the learning path, the Moodle, the concepts, and Lester is the person who can help you with any difficulties that you have. But I think, as I know very well now from the home training, that you have an excellent support within your universities and within 3EE also regarding IT and IT related issues. But if you need, as I said, Lut is available. I also have to say, I don't know if Dolores is present now. A big thank you to Dolores, because within the 3E project, we had limited budget within FTPO that we already overused because Lut was present at the home training and the study visit for paying Lut because she is an outside mentor. But now with Anna, we had a meeting with Dolores, and so the University of Applied Science from Germany is covering the costs for Lut for the Portugal meeting. And with this, I think we are all very happy. Lut will be able to come live to Lisbon and be your mentor also at the second field visit training. Now to conclude, I would like to only give you some ideas which actually reflect what you have already learned in Slovenia by Lut, but just to give you some more inspiration and to emphasize again the very important points that you should consider when developing your courses. So here we have a quote from Anantar Agarwal. The future of education lies in blending the best of online and offline learning. So it's not only, as Lut has emphasized, and as you know, about using the best tools and making a great online training. Um, it should be really thought of considering the aims, the target group of how to combine online video lectures with in-person discussion sessions. And here I'm happy that this home training will focus on this. So how to involve also the labor market, the industry, and with this we can reach the final goals of giving our students really the competences on a higher level. So giving them the opportunity to what is the English word, to be better at evaluating, at problem solving, at even generating new ideas. So an example here is that students can watch pre-recorded lectures and participate in an online forum, and then attend a face-to-face workshop to discuss key concepts and apply them through group activities. So in this way, you save time for the lecture part about the theoretical background that, of course, the students have to know, but use the contact hours with the students, the face-to-face time to discuss then the key concept, to apply them, and to do this in group activities where you also build their competences in project work, in teamwork, in presentation, communication competences. Then the next one is by Benjamin Franklin, who said, "Tell me and I forget, teach me and I remember, involve me and I learn." So here, an example is that you can design activities that require, again, active participation of your students, which is much more beneficial than only teaching, so the one-way teaching. For instance, you can use interactive simulations or case studies in the online component. So here in the online part, you can already go to practical case studies and then have students collaborate on problem-solving tasks during the in-person sessions. The next one is by Steve Jobs. Design is not just what it looks like and feels like. Design is how it works. So here, the idea is that you structure the Moodle course with a user-friendly interface and intuitive navigation. So even though that now I'm mostly emphasizing the in-phase part, it is true that design needs to work. I'm talking about design of your learning management system, of your learning path. So still remember that you need to structure your Moodle course with clear headings, with concise instructions so that they do not get lost, with interactive elements so that you keep them engaged, with quizzes, with branching scenarios to guide your students through their learning path effectively. Because if they get lost, you remember saying everything has to work. If it doesn't work, you will lose them. 10, 20-minute videos are not very motivational. You will lose them again. So think of what the instructions were at the study visit regarding a clearly defined um, learning path and use intuitive navigations and go through them. Maybe even as that's why we will have a peer review session. So other professors will go through your learning path. You will be able to explain to them and they will be able to give you feedback whether something is not clear. So design has to work. Then from John Cohen, assessment is the engine which drives student learning. So we talked a lot. You heard also from Marcus from University of Leoben how important assessment evaluation is. So formative assessments like online quizzes, peer reviews throughout the course need to be set in place. This is also something that we have learned at the Faculty of Polymer Technology, where we are now, of course, also developing new courses, that this is important. And this is also one of the benefits of the blended learning methods, that because you also get feedback where they are. So the students are there all are they all on the same page? Have they learned what you thought they will learn with the online content and then also the face-to-face? So include also summative assessments such as projects or exams that combine online submissions with in-class presentations or discussions. There are a lot of options of how you can do this. Of course, it will be that more difficult for you to decide what works for you. But remember, again, start small. This is only for some of you, this is your first flipped classroom approach course. So start small. You can also test different kinds of assessments. You saw some good practice examples from the Polyflip team. And again, we will discuss your choices in Lisbon and then give you feedback maybe on this. But don't forget about the assessments, about the exams, and that there are different kinds of exams, not only exams. I have to say that this is now even more important, and I'm sure that you are also talking about this at your universities. The AI revolution now also the result of it is that will need to reconsider how we do evaluations, how we do even thesis, how we evaluate things on the higher education level, because ChatGPT knows a lot of things. We know what it can do. We know that it is difficult to even evaluate whether a student has done project work, for example, a seminar work by themselves, or if ChatGPT wrote it for them. And here I have to say that we will have a very interesting workshop on the 8th of October on this, and we will invite all of you to join. So we have a workshop within another project on AI in teaching, in not only in higher education, but AI in teaching from the professor side and from the student side. And you will be able to hear about all the different tools available, about what higher education community is talking about currently in terms of what we need to change and what the opportunities are, because AI is not only a negative thing. So I will send you an invitation and you are kindly invited to join us. Um, um, Then the next one is from Joshua Marine. Challenges are what make life interesting, and overcoming them is what makes life meaningful. Here we are talking about providing the students problem-based learning activities that present real-world challenges. Tomorrow I will have a presentation for you about how we do this, or how we have done this in the past 10 years at FTPO, how we started, what were the challenges, the opportunities, how we are doing it now. And also I will touch on how our Ministry of Education is supporting this activity. So problem project-based learning on real life challenges. We believe at FTPO, but you know we are a polymer technology faculty, so an engineering program, that this is crucial for our students and crucial for us to make sure that our graduates leave our faculty with the competences that they need to work in industry in this time and era where everything is changing so quickly, where project work, and not only project work, teamwork and interdisciplinary problem-based thinking is so important for them, in order for them to be successful, and in order for our partners from industry to be satisfied with our graduates. So I will be talking a lot tomorrow. And also I have to say, I will be also very happy to see good practice examples from your universities, because we know that we can learn a lot from you, and that we want to hear about these good practice examples in order to find um, solutions to challenges that we have in this on this topic, meaning that contact hours are still limited, so we cannot do so much project-based learning within the curriculum that we have, and what to do on the bachelor level, what works at the master level, and so on. So, but here Lut also proposed that you use online discussions forums for students to collaborate on solutions and follow up with in-class debriefs to share and refine their ideas. I have to say that we have very good results with using, we use MS Teams, but we know that Zoom had this even before MS Teams, so the breakout rooms. So now with our irregular students that are employed, we do a lot of project-based learning and project work, even not face-to-face, so online. And the best example here is the courses of our Dean Blash, who also, of course, sends his greetings. And I will be happy to share with you the examples also in this regard. So how to do problem-based learning online. Then the next one from John Dewey: if we teach today's students as we taught yesterday's, we rob them from tomorrow. We talked a lot about this again in the home training and the study visit, that a lot of things have changed since I was in at the universities, and that of course we as education institutions need um, to provide the solutions to the needs of today. And so here the idea is to incorporate adaptive and interactive learning technologies. AI, as we said, is a challenge now, but it is also an opportunity. And I would even propose that if we have some time in the future trainings, to have also a slot available or a day available on how this is done. I have to say that at our faculty, we are still at the very beginning when it comes to AI. But we know that, for example, Loot again is booked now for the next year and a half on this topic. So how to personalize content-based and student performance, how to use data from online activities to tailor in-person sessions, support self-paced learning, focusing on areas where students need more support on enrichment. Again, the technology now enables this and can help you as professors to do this more effectively, to save time. And with the flipped classroom approach, of course, one of the benefits is also to support self-paced learning, which we know is very important. Now, we don't have, not all of our students are um, 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 the same when it comes to what they need in order to continue, and we can help them, and we have tools on how to do it. Um, then, did I jump? The most valuable feedback is the one that helps you grow. So try to implement a system for regular or even continuous feedback. Feedback is important. Evaluation and assessment is important, but feedback is even more important. So use Moodle's assignment feedback tools to provide detailed, constructive feedback on student submissions, facilitate peer feedback sessions, both online and, of course, not only online again, but in person, to encourage reflection and improvement. The next thought is from William Butler Yeats. Education is not the filling of a pail, but the lighting of a fire. So here we should think also about how to use inquiry-based learning to spark curiosity, to spark innovativeness, to spark idea generation, to develop modules that start with a problem, a question, and provide resources for exploration online. So they to not only spark curiosity, but to teach them how to become good researchers and culminate in hands-on projects or experiments conducted then in class. The next idea, and a quote from Franklin Roosevelt: the only limit to our realization of tomorrow will be our doubts of today. Again, encourage innovative thinking by incorporating, it does not only need to be real life problems, it can be also future oriented projects. And again, you can use Moodle collaborative tools like wikis, Wikipedias within Moodle, and group forums to brainstorm, to develop forward-thinking solutions, again, followed by presentations or prototypes shared during in-person sessions. So you can see here, every such idea has an example of what to do online and what you can do in person. And that is shortly